আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আমি শেখ মোহাম্মদ জহিরুল ইসলাম। আজকের আলোচনায় আপনাদেরকে স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি। আমরা আজকে একটা গুরুত্বপূর্ণ বিষয় নিয়ে আলোচনা করব। আমরা সবাই ফ্রিল্যান্সার হতে চাই। তো ফ্রিল্যান্সার হওয়ার জন্য আমাদের কি করতে হবে? আপনি যে ফ্রিল্যান্সার হতে চান, ফ্রিল্যান্সার হওয়ার জন্য আপনার কিছু গাইডলাইন মেনে চলতে হবে। তা আমরা একটু দেখি কিভাবে ফ্রিল্যান্সার হওয়ার জন্য আপনাকে ফ্রিল্যান্সার আপনি তো ফ্রিল্যান্সার হতে চান, ওয়ান্ট টু বি এ ফ্রিল্যান্সার। 6 স্টেপ ইউ নিড টু টেক গেট স্টার্টেড। অর্থাৎ ফ্রিল্যান্সার হওয়ার জন্য আপনাকে 6টা ধাপ মেনে চলতে হবে। ডু ইউ নো দ্যাট মোর দেন এ থার্ড অফ ইউএস ওয়ার্কার্স আর ফ্রিল্যান্সার? Freelancing is popular in Europe as well, and the number of people who freelance grew by 45% in the last 5 years across the world. Across the world, small and large companies have significantly increased their use of freelancer. If you have decided to become a freelancer, the numbers say you on to something good. Whether your goal is to earn some money on the side of make freelancing a full-time career, you will need to arm yourself with knowledge, determination to learn and improve, and lots of passion. Here's how to start freelancing. How do you become a freelancer? The freelance market is growing by the day, and if you want to be competitive, you have to prepare accordingly. Follow these 6 steps to get started. Step 1: consider whether freelancing is for you. Freelancing has its pros and cons. More on that later. But in general, you must possess a specific freelancing as its pros and cons. So you must possess a specific mindset to be a freelancer. Being your own boss is a great thing if you are disciplined and reliable. Freelancing enables you to set your own schedule. So you can take a day off wherever you want, but you won't be paid for that time because there is no such thing as paid leave. If you want to be a freelancer, you should maintain a daily work routine. Be ready to juggle several projects at the same time and continually look for new projects so you can maintain a steady flow of work. If you're still working full time, don't quit your job immediately. Instead, combine freelancing and full-time work until you accumulate enough clients and connection to support yourself as a freelancer. Working from a comfortable place of steady work and safe income is a much be a better environment for developing your freelance business. Step 2: find a platform. Most freelancers use freelancing platform to find work, while recommendation and social media channel like LinkedIn can also be a great source of gigs. Platforms are popular because they allow you to effortlessly connect with client looking for freelancer. There is always a job available there. Also, most of these platforms have policies and offers protection both for buyers and freelance workers. On freelancer platform, every project you take on is a mini contract, and both you and the client are required to adhere to its terms. Choosing the platform with the model that fit your needs and salary expectation is incredibly important for your success. Plenty of freelancing website encourage the so-called race to the button, where freelancers provide poor quality work in exchange for poor compensation. Ultimately, it doesn't help anyone. Buyer cannot find good quality of work and freelancer cannot earn enough money. Some freelancing platform like hire remotely because hire remotely base their business model on admitted only top freelancer software developer and connects them with client based on very specific requirements. Being a member of such an exclusive platform allows you to connect with serious clients and get paid for high quality work. The admission process on such platform may take several weeks and include several rounds of relevant tests. Step 3. Build your profile. You don't have to prepare a classical CV, as most freelancer websites have pre-designed template that you need to fill out with your information, but you should treat your freelancing profile as a checkbox exercise. Take time to create a substantial profile that will inform potential client about your education, skill, expertise, and experience. You don't have to write novels, keep it short and sweet. List your skill, experience, special achievement, and explain why you are the best person for the job. Step 4. Build your portfolio. Your profile may state that you are an astronaut, but unless you upload your selfie from the International Space Station, potential clients are unlikely to believe you. So, when you create your profile, make sure you provide a portfolio that illustrates your skill and experience. Here, an example of my inbound marketing portfolio. But what is your a beginner in your chosen field? But what if you're a beginner? You are a beginner in your chosen field. My suggestion is to either take time to create a platform portfolio with sample works or simply accept several job at a discounted rate in exchange for experience. Step 5. Determine your price. Speaking of discount, while your hourly rate or project price heavily depends on your skill, set and experience, don't work for peanuts. We already mentioned how This devalues both freelancer and the quality of work. If you have only a couple of years of experience, of course, you cannot charge the same rate as freelancer. Within 10 years of work under their belts, however, if you eventually want to turn freelancing into your full-time job, the rate should cover your monthly expenses. If you have steady work, no matter how experienced you are. Step 6, find work. If you are activity looking for project and client, here are a few tips to help you find them. First, apply only for the jobs you are confident you can do. There is no point in applying for a project you cannot complete on time with satisfactory result. As a freelancer, you are building your reputation from scratch, and especially in the beginning, it's of utmost importance to secure positive feedback. When you apply for jobs, make sure you craft a relevant cover letter that explain why you are the best choice for that particular job or project. Highlight the skill and experience that are relevant to requirement. Our time freelancing platform reward top rated freelancer with bad case, lower fees, and access to especially tailored job offer. So it's in your best interest to keep your client happy. Some freelancers avoid online marketplace because they come with the fees usually between 5 to 20% of your earning. That can really add up by the end of the month. In that case, try to use various groups on Facebook and LinkedIn to find work. However, be aware that with these gigs for it, read related article should you require contract as a freelancer. Should I have a freelancer? Should I be a freelancer? If you are asking us if you should be a freelancer, then yes, you definitely should. There are pros and cons to freelancing just as with anything else in life. But in my opinion, the pros outweigh the cons. Here are some of the favorite those about being a freelancer. There are always work opportunity. Every hour there are dozens of new job posting added to whichever freelance platform you use. Of course, you won't be hired for each of those, but there are plenty of offers to go around. You control your schedule. You work when you want, how you want, and as much as you want. You don't have to beg for days off. You don't have to get up in the morning. If you are a person whose focus peak in the midnight hour. With freelancing, you make the best of your peak productivity without being tied to the office for a specific hour. You have an amazing opportunity to gather experience. You can work with different clients on various projects and amass experience that would be impossible to come by in a classical office. You choose who you work with. If things aren't work out with a client, you can always find another work. You don't have to stick around in a toxin environment because you're afraid to quit your job. What are the drawback freelancing? Even though there are a lot to love about being a freelancer, there are some downside. Here are a few. You need discipline and routine. You have If you want to be a good freelancer, you have to be self motivated. There is no boss hanging over your shoulder checking that you're doing. You are that boss. You have to be strict with yourself. Sometimes there won't be work. There will be times when you will be offered more project than you can accept, and there will be period when you will have a feeling nobody hiring. There is why you should be safety and make sure you establish a stable of clients before quitting your day job. Sometimes you will work longer hour. There will be sometimes when maintaining a steady flow of work and income means working outside of our normal working hours. In fact, you may find yourself working longer hours than when you had a regular full-time job. It can make a while to get your first gig. Don't feel discouraged if you don't land a freelance gig immediately. In general, it takes between their month it, it takes between 3 months and a year to build your first connection and acquire a steady roster of clients. But once you reach that point, you will see your career as a freelancer take off. তো ধন্যবাদ। আজকে এই আলোচনা থেকে আপনারা যতটুকু বুঝতে পারছেন যে একজন ফ্রিল্যান্সার হওয়ার জন্য, আপনি যদি একটা ফ্রিল্যান্সার হতে চান, এই বিষয়গুলো নিয়ে আপনার মাথায় থাকতে হবে। যদি আপনারা চান যে এই বিষয়গুলো, আমাদের বাংলাতেও ভিডিও আছে, এখন ইংলিশের এই বিষয়গুলো একটা আর্টিকেল থেকে, অনলাইন থেকে সংগৃহীত একটা আর্টিকেল থেকে আমরা আপনাদেরকে বোঝানোর চেষ্টা করছি যে আসলে আরো কত ডিপলি আপনাকে চিন্তা করতে হবে। আর বাংলাতে যে ভিডিওগুলো আছে সেগুলো দেখবেন। আর এগুলোরও যদি আপনি বাংলা ভার্সনের ভিডিও চান, আমরা ইনশাল্লাহ করে দিব, আপনার কমেন্টস বক্সে জানিয়ে দিবেন। ধন্যবাদ। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।